Before I get into discussion, I want to sit here and talk to you guys about the greatest Royal Rumble and the announcement of Rusev Day taking on The Undertaker in a casket match. Wow, man. Wow. This just shows you how badly they want Rusev dead. Rest in peace, Rusev Day. I don't know. I don't know what else to say. I think King Schmidt did it all for me. But, yeah. Rest in peace, Rusev. I hope he's feeling good about himself right now, knowing that he's about to get his ass kicked by The Undertaker and completely buried at the same time. I don't know how to feel about it, to be honest with you, and honestly, I'm not even going to bother watching the event because I'm probably going to be at uni. Because I think I'm going to uni next week. So anyway, guys, yeah, that's just my quick thoughts on that, because I want to spend most of this video on my topic. Yeah, so bye-bye Rusev, and yeah, should be interesting. Should be interesting to see him get buried again. Let's go on to the video. Man, oh man. Man, oh man. Tell you what. It's so hard. So hard to... Hang on. Very damn stuffy in here, so I want to turn on a fan. Man. Damn sweaty in here. Man, oh man. People these days just can't... People just can't turn something negative into a positive, man. One simple move. Now, Rusev Day is a different scenario. Just one simple thing can just easily piss a fan off, and that's just the thing I'm going to talk about here. This, like I said, this has nothing to do with Rusev Day, and I know I don't have many followers on Twitter, which, you know, who wouldn't? Because look at me, look at my channel. I mean, look at the video quality I make. You know, my video quality is awful. Who wouldn't? Who wouldn't want to stay tuned to this channel, man? I feel like I'm set up to fail. That's just how I feel. Anyway. Sorry about that. I feel like my channel is just set up to fail because no matter what I do, if I get Twitter, if I make fancy thumbnails for the videos for you to click on, I don't get good view vibes. And I'm not here trying to create sympathy for me. I'm just speaking the truth here. Does this have anything to do with the discussion I'm talking about? No. I'm just talking this out because it's just something that really just bugs me. But again, I really shouldn't be surprised. I'm a completely different person to JD. You know, I would rather listen to a raging buffoon like JD than try to listen to someone who can, you know, try and take something that can be turned into a positive, like what I'm going to talk about here. I know I'm going to get a lot of slack for this. I know I'm going to get a lot of heel hate. I know I'm going to get a lot of hate for this, but honestly, it doesn't matter to me because this is just all my opinion. This is just all my opinion. Anyway, this discussion is why I believe Asuka's streak ending was a good thing. Now, I know there are people out there. There are actually people out there, and I don't want people saying that everybody's 100% behind Asuka's streak. No. There are people out there who did want the streak to end. So I'd say there's about a 50-50 ratio between people wanting the streak ending towards the people that didn't want the streak ending. To the people who did not want the streak to end, to me, those are the people that just want Asuka to keep what she, quote unquote, had. You know? Just because they built it in NXT doesn't mean it needs to be different here. Losing at WrestleMania, ending the streak at WrestleMania, is definitely better than her losing it on a random episode of Raw or a random episode of SmackDown. Just think of it that way. That's good thing number one. That at least she didn't lose it on a random episode of Raw to Dana Brooke. Or in a random episode of Monday Night Raw to Mandy Rose, even though I love Mandy Rose. Like, just think of it that way. At least she didn't lose her streak on Raw. But no. But no. If Asuka lost at all, no matter where she was, it's still a bad thing. Because you're taking away the one thing that she owns. I think a loss is going to benefit Asuka. I think losing benefits Asuka, and I think it benefits her character. Winning doesn't benefit her character. Winning just keeps her character the way it is. Losing benefits a person's character, and it changes the character. It does. I don't want this bullshit of people saying, oh, a loss kills. A loss will kill a certain character. If Asuka continues to lose consecutively, if she starts consecutively losing, that's when I'll start saying, yeah, she's starting to get downward, she's going on a downward spiral. But this is just one bloody loss, man. It's just one loss. It's not like the one loss and the world explodes, you know? That's just the way it is. It's like the world explodes when one person loses. Asuka's not done. Asuka is not buried. She's not ruined. Who cares they took the streak from her? Charlotte was the obvious person to take the streak. What, you really believe Sasha Banks should have done it? You really believe Bayley should have done it? What, you really think Ronda Rousey should have done it? So you're telling me if it was Ronda Rousey beating Asuka at WrestleMania, you would have been okay with it? Come on. People only think Charlotte doesn't deserve the streak all because she's a Flair. She's a part of the family of Flair name. People think she doesn't deserve the streak because she's already a made superstar. Wouldn't you rather have someone who's actually believable actually beat Asuka? You know, someone like Dana Brooke beating Asuka, that's not believable. Someone like Lana beating Asuka, that's not believable. Someone believable beating Asuka makes more sense than someone who isn't believable. Billie Kay and Peyton Royce, they had their turn against Asuka in NXT. Nikki Cross, she had her turn in NXT. Everybody in NXT had their turn. And everybody that was on the main roster on Raw had their turn. And of course, people see this as a political agenda. Why is this political? Do you think they just took the streak from her because they wanted to? I am sick and tired of people saying that, oh, they know everything about the product. They know what the product's all about. Really? You do know what the product's all about? Then what do they do backstage then? What do they do backstage then? Do you know that Vince McMahon's backstage? Do you know that Vince McMahon is talking over? Look, I don't like Vince McMahon, and I think his poor booking is terrible along with the creative writers. But do you know Do you honestly think Vince McMahon would have just said to Asuka, "Oh yeah, we're ending your streak because it's oh yeah, we're gonna end your streak because we want to"? Do you think they would have just told her, "Oh yeah, we're gonna take away the one thing that you want"? Do you think Asuka expected to rock up at WrestleMania, expect with a W? They probably told Asuka you were gonna lose before WrestleMania. They probably told her that, oh yeah, you're gonna be losing at WrestleMania weeks in advance, and she probably was saying, yeah, okay, you know. And of course, some people are gonna say, oh, that's because she was forced to say okay. She was forced to say okay. She didn't want to, get upset that she loses her streak. How do you know that? How do you know that? Asuka didn't want to be undefeated forever. She knew her time of being undefeated was going to come to an end eventually. You expect her to be undefeated until 2019? I wouldn't have wanted to see her undefeated until 2019, guys. No way. I didn't want to put up with her undefeated for another year. This was the right time to end the streak. I don't care if she's been on the main roster for 6 months. This was the right time. So honestly, you don't count NXT then. You don't count her run in NXT. She was in NXT for like 2 years. She was in NXT for 2 years. 2 years and 6 months. Seriously, guys. Can't you look at the positives? Asuka's loss possibly could have benefited her career. It could have, changed who she is. I said that, like, they could have had her turn heel at WrestleMania, completely cracking it that she lost her streak. But they didn't. They had her accept defeat in a very honorable manner. And I'm okay with that. I'm okay with her losing her streak in honor. Honoring her defeat. Honoring your defeat is better than being a sore loser. Like Shinsuke was. But even though I think his heel turn is going really well here. But seriously, I'm tired of people looking at things in negative light. Oh, because it's someone from NXT, it's automatically negative. What are you people going to say when the Undisputed Era come? Are you going to say, oh, they're trying to kill the Undisputed Era? Oh, they're going to kill sanity. Really? Not everyone from NXT is going to be ruined. Not everybody. If everybody in NXT was ruined, Sasha Banks wouldn't be champion. Becky Lynch certainly wouldn't be champion. Like I said in my video, the only reason why Becky became champion is because of a certain redhead got suspended. If everybody in NXT was going to be buried, then no one from NXT would be champion. WWE have to use these talents, especially the women. They've got really no women to use. They've got no woman that's in the WWE political. Who cares? Who cares that her streak is over? And now I'm listening to people complain about Carmella's cash-in. Oh my god, this completely kills the reason why Charlotte broke the streak. Just completely kills Asuka now. She lost her streak. She lost her streak to Charlotte, and then Charlotte eats the pin by Carmella. You do know Charlotte was putting over the Iconics. And you do know she was putting over Carmella, right? I don't get it. I don't get it. People, I don't get it, man. NXT talents, people like John Cena and Randy Orton losing to, like, someone like Nakamura, or, basically anybody from NXT, they consider that as putting them over. They look at Orton and Cena, putting over Nakamura, and they say, oh, they just put him over. Great. Good job. But Charlotte putting over the Iconics and Carmella, that equals, Asuka's streak is ruined now. Huh? How does that count as Asuka's streaks being killed? Can't you people just look at the positive side of things instead of just sitting in front of a microphone or whatever and just rage about it? I'm not telling you guys that you don't have to hate it. I'm not saying, oh, you have to like it. I'm not saying that. I'm saying, oh, you don't have to hate on it. If you don't like it, that's fine. That's fine if you don't like it. But I don't want to listen to somebody, anybody in general, just sit in front of a microphone and complain for 10 minutes why it's a bad idea. Instead of just sitting there and complaining, why not try and think of the positives? Just try and think of, what could this outcome benefit Asuka? Would Asuka's loss benefit her? And I think it's gonna benefit her. I think it's gonna help her. And if Asuka continues losing from this point out, then I'll raise my hand up and I'll say, look, I was wrong. I am looking at the positives towards this. I'm okay with Asuka losing her streak. Was I shocked? Yes. I was completely amazed. But then my brother told me something at Mania when on the way home, when he was taking me home from WrestleMania, because I was at his place watching WrestleMania. He said along the lines to me saying that he reckons that WWE just aren't fans of people from Japan, and they just don't really buy into people from Japan. That Vince McMahon is just not a fan of Japanese wrestlers, and Japanese is just not his type of people to give titles to. Now, more than I think about that, I kind of believe him. Because look at Nakamura. He could have been WWE champion at SummerSlam. And now look at him. He should have won the WWE title at WrestleMania. He didn't. Both Royal Rumble winners lost. So that means in 2019, whoever wins the Royal Rumble, we shouldn't really expect them to win next year. If there's going to be a women's one, if there's going to be another women's one next year, which I'm pretty sure they'll keep the women's Royal Rumble tradition going because they're going to start bringing more people from NXT up. What I'm saying, guys, is that you don't have to like it. I'm not saying you have to like the fact that Asuka's streak's over. But then that just gets blatantly annoying. And I'll tell you why it gets blatantly annoying. Because then I'm just constantly listening to people saying, oh, you took the one thing away from her. Now she's just human. Yeah, her streak's over. Who cares? Do you have to keep reminding us that the streak's over now? You don't have to keep reminding us. I'm telling you, this is going to benefit her. This is going to help her, and it's going to make her better. Asuka will be fine. She's not dead. She's not buried. Only until they have her lose to Alana or Dana Brooke, then she's buried. Then she's buried. If she loses to someone who she shouldn't normally lose to, then yeah. Charlotte is someone who she can beat, but Charlotte can beat her. You never know. We might get a rematch between them at SummerSlam, and Asuka gets revenge. It's possible that Asuka either gets drafted to SmackDown or she stays on Raw in the Superstar Shakeup. Charlotte becomes the champion, and they have the two of them battle it out at SummerSlam, and then Asuka gets payback. But I don't see that happening because Vince McMahon doesn't want Asuka right now. Maybe he doesn't want Asuka right now. Maybe he's gonna switch her over to SmackDown and give her the run, give her the title when she's officially on the SmackDown brand. Because right now he wants Ronda and Charlotte as the go-to match for SummerSlam. That's the thing that I think people don't understand. That the reason why they had Charlotte beat Asuka streak and lose her title to Carmella is because they're going to send her to Monday Night Raw and put her up against Ronda Rousey at SummerSlam. That's the thing I think people don't understand. People aren't looking at it as, why did they do it? They just see it as a political agenda. They just did it because they wanted to do it. No. Asuka will be fine, guys. Asuka will be fine. And I believe that wholeheartedly. I believe that in my heart. I'm not a big Asuka fan, but I'm telling you guys in the bottom of my heart. And I hope you guys understand where I'm coming from. I hope you guys understand me. Asuka will be fine. She's not going to get ruined. She's not going to get buried. She'll be fine. Hopefully she gets drafted to SmackDown in the Superstar Shake-Up next week. Anyway, guys, thank you all for watching this video. I hope you guys understand where I'm coming from, and I hope you guys respect my decision, and I hope you guys respect my opinion on why I think Asuka losing her streak is a good thing. So, hopefully people now understand why I'm okay with the streak being over, and hopefully I have people come around and say, you know what? Maybe you're right. Maybe you're right. Maybe it isn't a bad thing. Because I'm telling you guys, Asuka will be fine. It's not like one loss is going to completely derail her momentum. She'll be fine. Thank you all for joining me. Talk to you guys tomorrow, where I'll do my fantasy superstar shake-up, man. Talk to you guys later.